Hi everybody, good morning. It's our early morning book review and it's Meg from Books Off the Beaten Path, and I wanted to say hello to everyone, all my new subscribers and everyone else that has hung in there with me. I really appreciate you. This morning we will be reviewing The Secret of Dr. Kildare. Now I finished this last night. If you guys aren't familiar with Dr. Kildare has many sundry adventures. This was written in 1943. And in this one, Dr. Kildare is faced with two problems. Sorry, I'm moving my coffee so it doesn't spill. Oh, I can't find a place to move it to. I'll just leave it there. So in this story, Dr. Kildare is faced with a couple of problems. First problem is his father, who he loves very much, has been diagnosed with some heart condition issues, and his mother tells him not to tell the dad that she told him. So he's got that going on. And then he is interning under the very famous Dr. Gillespie. And Dr. Gillespie is in a wheelchair, and he's very cantankerous and you know, mean and everything like that. But he is the best doctor in this teaching hospital, and all the interns want to intern underneath him because it's a real feather in your cap if he picks you. So he has picked Dr. Kildare. And at the beginning of the book, they're working on trying to solve the problem of meningitis. And they've got all these mice, and they're injecting these mice with different combinations of things and giving them meningitis and trying to cure them and all that kind of stuff. Well, then Dr. Kildare gets called in by the hospital administrator, and the hospital administrator says, well, there's this really rich guy, and he won't tell me what his problem is. I know it's something to do with his daughter. He won't tell me what's wrong. But he wants the best to come out. And so Dr. Kildare takes up the challenge of going out there. Now, this makes Dr. Gillespie very angry, and he gets really mad at Dr. Kildare, and he says, you're just in it for the money, and get out of my sight, and I don't want to see you, and everything like that. And so off they go. That relationship looks like it's irreparable. Irreparable, is that a word? They can't repair it, is what I mean. Anyway, so he goes to Messenger's house, and Messenger's a really rich guy. And he has this daughter, and the daughter, all she wants to do is go out and party all the time. And she just wants to stay up all night and party all the time and everything like that. But Kildare can tell that she's just miserable. So the first thing he figures out is that she's afraid to go to sleep. She doesn't want to go to sleep. And that's why she stays up all night and parties and everything like that until she finally just passes out from exhaustion. She's not a drinker really, but she just passes out from exhaustion. So anyway, we delve deeper into her secret, and her secret is and he has to keep a secret that he's a doctor because she's afraid of doctors. She doesn't want to be around any doctors. She won't see any doctors. And so Messenger, the father, tells Dr. Kildare, hang out with her, but don't tell her you're a doctor. So he does that. And anyway, to make a long story short, it turns out that she has health anxiety. And her mother died of a brain tumor, and so she is convinced that she is going to die of a brain tumor too, or that she already has a brain tumor. And let me just tell you, sister, I have been there. I have suffered with health anxiety. I still suffer from it. It's not as bad as it used to be, but it used to be overwhelming for me at times, health anxiety, because my father had it. And you know, you learn from your parents. My father had health anxiety, and so I think that's where I got mine from. But anyway, so she has this health anxiety, and then at one point she goes blind. She goes completely blind. And it's just due to this health anxiety. It's just due to, as Dr. Kildare puts it, it's just due to hysteria. And he gets real rough with her. And he calls her a nitwit. Stop acting like a nitwit. You can see and everything like that. And she's like, Mom, I can't see. But it was good. It was a good book. I enjoyed it quite a bit, and relationships get repaired at the end, and once everybody knows what Dr. Kildare has been doing and different things like that, then all sorts of relationships get repaired, and he gets very close with this nurse, Mary Barton, and there could be a little love interest there, and all in all, I gave it a 4 stars. It was very entertaining. It really kept moving along, and I thought for 1943, you know, I love my Cherry Ames books because I love seeing the medicine of the past and what they thought and what they did and how they practiced and everything like that. And Dr. Kildare's the same way. I just find it fascinating. Anyway, as I sniff at you, sorry that I sniffed, just allergies. Anyway, my next read is going to be this one, which I started last night. It's not really off the beaten path. You may have heard of it, but I really heard good things about it, and I'm really interested in reading it. It looks to be almost a Lizzie Borden retelling, and she's one of my favorite cases. It's the Lizzie Borden case, so I'm excited about that. Oh, if you didn't see the title, let me tell you. It's called The Only One Left by Riley Sager, and so I started that. And I will have another early morning book review coming up. And give me a like, hit that subscribe. I'm excited that everybody is coming on and we're going to have a great time this coming fall. Got lots of great books, vintage and otherwise, coming up to tell you about. So in the meantime, have a great day and I'll check you later.